Okay, I dropped almost $2,000 on this haul, fully expecting that I will not love everything and I will probably return a few pieces to save my wallet some pain. But I am having a hard time deciding which pieces to return because I just love every single piece in this haul. I haven't bought anything from Aritzia for a while now because I honestly got a little fatigued from the Aritzia styles. I feel like their styles are the same year over year, and after shopping there for like 10 years, I already got everything I would get. But this time around, I'm actually seeing some very refreshing new styles and designs, and a few pieces today are actually brand new styles from this year with 0 reviews on the website and on social media. So I actually took a leap of faith ordering them, but oh my god, they actually all turned out so nice and so flattering in person. Alright, without further ado, let's get started, and as always, you will see my measurements up on the screen and I'll be linking everything in the description box. The first piece is this 100% wool wrap sweater. I absolutely love the style of this sweater. I think it's so chic and also so professional and feminine at the same time, which is my go-to style for my in-office outfits. I love this tight waist design, which already looks great leaving it out and gives you a cinched waist hourglass look, but at the same time it also makes tucking in so easy. And this sweater also looks amazing tucked in into a pair of high-waisted wide-leg pants, and I'll probably just add a belt to highlight the waistline. I think the faux wrap design looks so nice, and at the same time it is not a true wrap sweater, which I usually find it annoying because it gets loose over time and you have to retie your waist tie over and over again during the day. So this wrap sweater is perfect because it gives you the wraps look without having to tie it. I also love adding a few gold jewelries to this sweater to add a little more details and sophistication to the overall look. These jewelries I'm styling today are from Linjer, who is also the sponsor of today's video. I'm super excited to collaborate with them for the second time. I initially reviewed a few pieces from them 7 months ago in a previous video, and I know a lot of you already love them based on the feedback I've received. So those jewelries that I reviewed from last time have very quickly become my everyday staples. I wear them almost every day, and especially when I go to work, because these pieces are low-key but sophisticated, and their timeless design just makes them so easy to style. They literally go well with everything and just instantly elevates any outfits. And after wearing them for so many times, I'm glad to find out that these pieces are still in really good condition and they look almost brand new. For example, this Fleur Necklace, which is one of their best-selling items, still got the same beautiful shimmer as the first day that I got it. Initially, I was a little worried about the delicate design of the chain because it's made of multiple flower petal-shaped links, which looks like it could be easy to break. But after wearing them for so many times, they are still in very solid shape and nothing is broken. And so I'm really happy about that. And I think it's a really good testament to how well made and high quality Linjer pieces are. The 2 rings that I got from last time have also lasted really well through time and still got the same beautiful shine and shape as day one. I think these pieces really live up to Linjer's brand ethos, which is to fight against fast fashion and make truly luxury standard and sustainable high quality jewelry pieces, and at the same time sell them at a fair price. They are able to keep their prices low by directly selling to the customers online and cut out the unnecessary costs and crazy markups that's normally charged by the luxury brands. So in addition to the few pieces that I shared last time, I also received 2 new arrivals from Linjer that look absolutely gorgeous. The new pieces are this gold bangle that I'm wearing and also this gold ring. They're kind of a set because they both have this asymmetrical wave-like shape that looks so stunning. And I have been wanting to add a few thicker, more statement piece jewelries to my collection for a while now because I feel like especially in fall and winter when you're wearing thicker knitwear wears, small dainty pieces just don't show through as much. And this gold bangle and the gold ring with their thicker design will definitely make a statement even with winter outfits. Both of these pieces are made with gold vermeil, which means it uses sterling silver as its base and is plated with a thick layer of solid gold. And not all gold vermeil pieces are built the same. Linjer's gold vermeil jewelries are very high quality. Their gold plating is 2.5 to 3 microns thick, which is 5 times thicker than the regular gold plated jewelries and 100 times thicker than the flash plated jewelries. So if pure gold pieces are a little out of budget, Linjer's gold-plated jewelries are definitely next in line in terms of quality, and they're offered at a much more affordable price point. And I have added a link in my description box, and you can check out all the Linjer pieces I mentioned in this video through that link. And all of my viewers also get a special discount if you use my code IIse, which I have also noted in the description box. Alright, moving on to more Aritzia pieces. I think a good basic top is such a foundational piece for a winter wardrobe. And this mock neck long sleeve top, which is from Aritzia, is probably the most perfect base layer I have come across. Sure, at the first glance, it just seems like a plain gray top, but there are so many nice little details that just makes this basic top looks not so basic at all. For example, the slightly asymmetrical design for the mock neck, and also the little folds on the opposite side of shoulder and waist. At the same time, the material is also very flattering. It looks skin tight, but it actually is super soft and cozy with a lot of stretch. It's made of 91% modal, which is a very nice fabric and is made of beechwood pulp. It's known for its silky feel, breathability, and moisture absorbing ability. I think what separates a good basic piece from a bad one is that instead of looking plain and uninspiring, you can actually see that there's intention and style behind the design. And this long sleeve top is definitely a very good basic piece. And it already looks amazing on its own without further styling or layering. You can simply pairing it with a pair of gray pants and a belt, and I can totally see myself wearing this to the office looking chic and professional. But at the same time, I can also layer with it. I can easily add a gray vest for a more monotone look, or I can add a light pink cardigan for a bit of color and warmth. In both cases, you can see the mock neck peeking through, which gives this outfit a more layered look. Aritzia, good work with this top. It will for sure be a wardrobe staple for me for this winter. Okay, it's almost holiday season, and for Christmas, New Year, we all need a little pop of red. I have been looking for a well-made red cardigan for a while now because I want it to be made with very good materials so it's warm and comfortable to wear, so that I can wear it not just during the holidays, but also I can style it for my daily outfits. I'm glad to have found my perfect red cardigan at Aritzia. This cardigan is in this perfect shade of red, and that is not too bright and also not too dark. It's made of 70% wool and 30% cashmere, which is perfect because it won't peel as easily as a 100% cashmere piece, because wool is generally a bit more resistant to peeling. But with that being said, the sweater is probably still gonna peel over time because this is just one of the downside of all natural fabric like wool and cashmere. The shape of this cardigan also looks really nice. It's got this crew neck button-up design, and the sleeves are in this slight balloon shape, which in my opinion looks nicer than just the skin-tight sleeves. I love layering it over a simple white tee and pairing it with a pair of jeans for a casual daily look. And to wear it to work, I would just swap out the jeans with a pair of tailored pants and wear a pair of more formal looking boots with it. The last top I'm gonna share today before I move on to pants and jackets is this beautifully designed cardigan that almost looks like a tailored jacket. I absolutely love this cinched waist design. I think it is so flattering, and also the oversized sleeves look also adds to the effortless look. This cardigan is once again the perfect embodiment of the professional but feminine style that I absolutely love. And by the way, you can easily convert the crew neck into a V-neck by simply folding it like this. I also love the cuff design, which is really wide with ribbing details. So usually I find the sleeves of Aritzia tops a little too long for me, and I always just have to roll them up to actually fit my arm's length. And because of how these cuffs are designed on this cardigan, I can actually roll up this part of the sleeve without making it look awkward. And it actually totally retains the original look and feel of these sleeves. There are also two little pockets that add some additional details to the overall look. And by the way, they are actual functional pockets, which I think is super convenient because they totally fit your ID card for work or credit cards. And I think it comes very handy when it comes to things like lunch breaks at work. This cardigan is also made of all natural fabric. It is made of 100% wool. And it's also really nice that it is actually a thicker and denser wool, which gives this cardigan a more structured look. I got this cardigan in this nomad taupe color, which I think is a very versatile color because it goes well with many different colored pants, such as white pants, black pants, dark brown pants, or even denim pants. But it also comes in many different other color options, and you can pick and choose based on your preference or wardrobe needs. Alright, I got two pants in this haul, and the first one is this dark brown pants that I'm already wearing with this cardigan. Yes, these are the crowd favorite effortless pants. Needless to say, the silhouette of effortless pants are so flattering. It is so popular to the point that Aritzia actually made these pants in 8 different fabric and also in multiple different lengths. So I already have a pair of effortless pants in the crepette fabric, which is very lightweight and breathable, but it is definitely more of a summer material, and it is definitely not warm enough for winter. So this pair that I just got is made of their Resential fabric, which is definitely a more thicker material, more suitable for winter. And it actually feels a little bit wool-like, but it's not actual wool, so it's actually a blend of synthetic material, unfortunately. But the good thing about it is that it is much easier to care for. And a lot less delicate than wool pants. In terms of length, I already got them in the short length, which it says is for people below 5'3". But unfortunately, they still fit a little longer on me, and I definitely need to get them shortened. I mean, they probably look fine with some heels, but nowadays I just wear flats to work or just tiny heels, because I'm in my late 20s, and after a certain age, you just start to prioritize comfort. And same goes for the other pants I got, and they just fit a little longer on me and would need to be shortened. So unlike the effortless pants, these pants are actually brand new style that came out this year, and they are the most perfect pair of wide-leg trousers that I've tried on. So they've got very little reviews online, and I got them out of curiosity, and also they look great on the official pictures, and I'm very glad that they definitely did not disappoint in person. Compared to the effortless pants, they have a slightly wider fit for the legs, and the pleats at the front also have a more defined look. The wide leg design is absolutely gorgeous, and it's a loose fit through hips to legs. Overall, the silhouette just looks amazing, and it looks finely tailored and very sophisticated. So I already have a pair of gray pants from Uniqlo, and they actually look quite similar at the first glance. But I would choose these Aritzia pants over the Uniqlo ones in no time because they simply look more flattering. The Resential fabric is also a more thicker and more structured material than the fabric of the Uniqlo ones. But it doesn't mean the Uniqlo pants are not good. I actually think they are pretty good to begin with. It's just the Aritzia ones are slightly better. And also just be mindful that they do come at very different price points. So these Aritzia pants are probably around $100 more expensive than the Uniqlo ones. Next, moving on to some outerwears. First up is this super chic wool coat. I believe it is also a pretty new style because I find very little reviews online or on social media platforms. So I also took a leap of faith getting it, but I'm so glad that I got it because it actually looks really nice and flattering in person. I absolutely love the large oversized lapels and also the structured shoulders, which really helps to visually broaden out your shoulder and give you a better head to shoulder ratio. The belt at the waist and the cuffs are also designed to be wider and give more of a statement feel. And I also love how the waist belt is positioned a little higher, which really helps to visually make you look taller. The herringbone pattern is also something that I don't have, but I think it looks really chic and also a little bit Parisian style. But if you're not a big fan of this pattern, this coat does come in two other color options, which are pure black and also chocolate brown. I think if I didn't already have a black wool coat, I'll probably get this coat in black because it's such a timeless and classy option. This coat is also super warm and cozy. It is made with 65% virgin wool and also 4% cashmere. And it's made with mostly natural fabric, which makes this coat naturally warm and also gives this coat a very luxurious and slightly plush look. Okay, the last piece is definitely more of a functional piece than a aesthetic piece. And actually, in my mind, it is probably a necessity for Canadian winters and for any places with cold winters like us. Yep, you probably guessed it. It is the Superpuff. So it is not the first Superpuff that I own. I actually got one from 2 years ago after I retired my Canada Goose jacket. And after I got the Superpuff, I literally felt like an idiot spending over $1,000 on a Canada Goose jacket because the Superpuffs are pretty much as warm as a Canada Goose jacket, and it also looks slightly nicer, but it only costs less than half of Canada Goose price. So I have a dog and I have to walk my dog regardless of its 30 degrees outside or negative 30 degrees outside. And after wearing Superpuffs for 2 winters, walking my dog, I can safely say that they are very, very warm. And it almost feels like you're wearing a duvet in a cloth format. I had to get a new one this year because I made a huge mistake with my last Superpuff. So after I washed it in the washing machine, I forgot about it. And I did not dry it immediately afterwards, so the jacket started to smell and it's also lost its puffiness. Otherwise, I think that jacket could have lasted many, many more years. So definitely don't make the same mistake as I did, and in fact, just try not to wash it at all and just spot clean it, because even though it says it's machine washable in cold, but still every time you wash it, you are damaging a little bit the waterproof coating and also the warmth and fluffiness of the down inside. So this new one that I got is actually a brand new style that came out this year, and it is called the Super Snug. And as the name suggests, it is a more slim fitting version than the regular Super Puff. I also got the waterproof version of this jacket because I will have to walk my dog in rain, in snowstorm. It is just a lot easier that this jacket is a down jacket and a raincoat in one. There are many pockets, all with zippers, which I think is super important in winter when things are easier to slip out because you're just dressed bulkier. This jacket also comes in many different lengths. I would say the shorter lengths are probably more flattering and more fashionable, but I just picked the longest length that it's available in because I prioritize maximum warmth and functionality for winter jackets. You kind of have to prioritize that when your winter can get as cold as negative 40 degrees outside and you still have to walk your dog. In any case, I think the Super Puff jackets are so worth your money, and especially if you don't want to spend over $1,000 on a Canada Goose jacket. Alright, that's all for today's video, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed my content. I share hauls and styling videos regularly on my channel, and sometimes I also post my travel vlogs. Last but not least, don't forget to check out Linjer Jewelries using the link in my description box. They have such beautifully designed pieces made with high quality materials and are offered at a fair pricing. And don't forget to use my code IIse for a special discount. Alright, thank you for watching and see you next time.